Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about my own personal favorite highlights or highlight palettes. Highlighters have been like all over the place recently, and with that many to choose from, with that many coming out, I wanted to show you guys what have stayed staples in my collection, or maybe things that have come out new that I have integrated into what I use on a daily basis. Now, I have a ton of highlighters. I have highlighter palettes, I have limited edition, I have the works. There are other highlighters in my collection that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Do not get me wrong, but these are the ones that no matter if I want intense or subtle, I grab for these the most. So out of all the highlighters I have, these are the ones that I use the most. A couple of these are limited edition, but as of right now when I'm making this video, you can still get your hands on them. So I decided, because I have been reaching for them, I'm going to include them. So I'm gonna start off with what I would consider to be more subtle highlights and then go into the intense. The first one is from Laura Mercier. You can see how like dusty this guy is. This is Highlight 01. This is a baked highlighter. It has kind of like that soft pinky champagne shade to it. I love this one. It gives you just a really nice, soft, subtle glow. If you are worried about lines or texture or just being too much, this is going to be a good option for you. It's gorgeous. The next one is from Hourglass. There was a period of time, look. There was a period in time where you really weren't going to get through any one of my videos without me being like, I'm putting brilliant strobe light on my cheeks. This shade is absolutely stunning. It's very subtle, but it has that gold sheen to it that is, it's perfect. So the biggest differences between the Highlight 01 and this one's a little bit more gold, and this one is slightly more pinkish white. Still kind of champagne-y, but it does have that little hint of pink. The next one is this guy right here. This is from Marc Jacobs, and this one is new. I think this is limited. This is Do You Do Drops. This is so gorgeous. Now, when you put it on your hand, it looks pretty intense. I do not wear it like this. I mean, look at that. It's you can mix this in with your foundation. You can put it underneath your foundation, mix it in with your primer. You can do all types of things with it. But what I do is I'll put it on my hand, not like this, more of like a little pump. And then I'll take my damp beauty blender, pick it up, and then work it into the skin. So I like to wear this as a subtle highlight, so not something that's really going to reflect anything. If I have texture on my skin, this is usually what I like to reach for, and it doesn't look dry. I loathe a dry highlight. The last one in the subtle family is this guy right here, which is technically not even a highlighter. I don't know what they were thinking naming this a filter finish setting powder, but this is what I have on my cheeks today. Again, it is subtle, but this is white and it looks almost cream. It is so gorgeous. I put this on my skin, and Kelsey at I think I got it, I didn't get it at Ulta, I got it at Nordstrom but I saw it at Ulta and she was like, is that a cream? I was like, no. And it's got like the color correcting kind of colors in here. It's got the orangey peach shade, a purple, a green, and a yellow. But this is straight up a highlighter, and I absolutely love it. This one does not add texture to my skin if I'm having problems with breakouts or anything, which is, that's my situation right now. They're like everywhere and it's driving me nuts. I like to wear a softer highlight like this one so that it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't add a lot of texture to your skin. And if you are pale, like palest of the pale, this will be absolutely perfect for you. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the super intense highlighters. This one is ride or die status for me. Anytime somebody, just right off the top of your head, think of a highlighter that's intense, it's bright, it's smooth, it looks wet, it is everything. It is Max Extra Dimension Double Gleam. Now this formula I love in of itself. I really like pretty much all of their Extra Dimension skin finishes. However, this one is my everything because it's light enough to really give me that lift. It's bright, it's not chunky, it is perfection. Love this one. Now, would this even be a highlighter video if Tom Ford wasn't included? I think not. So this one is limited edition. This is Reflects Guilt. It has 2 highlighters in here. Really, I can only get away with using the gold one right now, but I use this one on my eyes with no issue. This gold right here, you would think that it would be too dark for me, but it's not. And I'm an NC20 and this looks gorgeous. It doesn't give you the amount of lift that a lighter highlighter would, but it still just reflects and melts into the skin and just makes you look like a bronzed goddess. The other shade I'm going to go ahead and swatch for you. I think I'll be able to wear that as a highlight during the summer months, but I can't right now, but it's stunning on the eyes. The last one I'm going to mention is a limited edition item, and I actually was not that impressed with it when I first got it. Thought it was good, did not think it was great, but then I found myself reaching for it all the time. So this is the NARS Blanc or Banque de Sable. It's pretty gross in here. You can see I mix these 2 shades, or what I like to do is I will take the middle shade and I will pop it on, and then I'll take this lighter shade and go right in the center so that it has the intensity right where I want it, but then that nice glow all around. This last shade I don't really use. You can see like it still has some of the embossing in there and like all the letters off of these center 2 shades. So this is this here and the lighter one. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the other. I can use that on my eyes if I wanted to, but it is way too dark for me right this second. And if you can see, there's definitely a theme. I really like the golden toned highlighters. The only slightly pink one that I like is from Laura Mercier. I have pink ones that I like that if I'm going to actually go and try and look for a pink highlighter, I have a ton of them, but these are the ones that I reach for personally the most. And I can hear some people now saying, those are so similar, blah, blah, blah. They are. I'm not gonna lie to you, they are, but they do look different on my skin as far as texture, sometimes intensity, yada yada. You just have to be a highlighter nut to understand, and I am a self-proclaimed highlighter nut, and I'm not even ashamed. I am not ashamed. You guys, please let me know if you want to see any more of my favorites, being blushes, powders, foundations, anything. I know I've done these in the past, but my favorites back when I first started YouTube and where they are now are just, they're not really the same. So if you guys want to see some more of my top 10, top 5 favorites kind of thing, you guys just let me know, and let me know down below what's your favorite highlighter of all time. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.